Lubbock Cooper ISD Reading, Grade 8, 4th, 6 weeks. Analyzing informational text and creating connections. Number 1. The author suggests that Cook had frustrating moments while coaching at Gallaudet largely because he A. believed that his players lacked the skills necessary for success, B. knew he was not communicating well with his team, C. thought the university expected too much of its team, D. knew that his team could not overcome their disadvantage. Number 2. In paragraph 5, the phrase privy to means F. knowledgeable of, G. amused by, H. happy with, J. worried about. Number 3. Which of these best describes why some of the Gallaudet players lacked confidence in Cook when he first became coach of the team? A. They thought the standards he set for the team were too high. B. He had previously been the coach of a professional team. C. They thought he could not understand what the world was like for the deaf. D. He thought that winning games was more important than the players did. Number 4. The author presents the events that led to the winning team record in chronological order to emphasize that F. The university was very supportive of the women's basketball team. G. Deaf basketball teams have an advantage over hearing basketball teams. H. The university gained recognition because of the team's improvement. J. Changing the team's perspective on winning did not happen quickly. Number 5. The title of the selection emphasizes the idea that Cook, A. wanted his team to focus on playing to their greatest potential, B. knew that his team would learn more from winning than from losing, C. thought that coaching the team would help him understand deaf culture, D. believed that his players could play better if they practiced more. Number 6. What is the best summary of the selection? F. One of the reasons Gallaudet University had suffered many losing seasons was that the players were unable to communicate with spoken words. When Kevin Cook took over the team, he brought a history of successful coaching of professional, college, and foreign basketball teams. He worked hard to understand his players. G. Gallaudet University in Washington, D.C. was founded in 1864. All the students there are either deaf or hard of hearing. Players on the women's basketball team communicated using facial movements, lip reading, or sign language. Their coach, Kevin Cook, noticed that this caused them to take their eyes off the ball and lose games. H. When Kevin Cook took over the head coaching job at Gallaudet University, he experienced many challenges. The team of hearing-impaired players had not been playing well for many years. Cook worked to understand the players and eventually built a successful team. J. Kevin Cook became the coach of the women's basketball team at Gallaudet University. He organized an important scrimmage against a highly ranked team, and it had a big effect on his players. Although the team lost the scrimmage, it was invited to play in an NCAA tournament. Number 7. Which sentence suggests that Cook benefited from his experience as a coach? A. He said that the biggest lesson he had learned was to be grateful, and he also noted that he learned patience, both on and off the court. B. And when the opposing team's coach called a play, sometimes Cook could communicate that message to his team. C. It hadn't had a championship-filled history, so it was Cook's mission at Gallaudet to change the team's record from a losing one to a winning one. D. Although it was an impressive turnaround, Cook knew the team could play better. Use breaking out of the box to answer questions 8 through 10. 8. The title of this selection highlights the idea that shipping containers, F, are not as sturdy as people assume, G, can function in ways that are not commonly considered, H, are useful for creating large pieces of art. J, should be deconstructed before they are used for projects. 9. What is the main idea of paragraph 5? A, artists must reshape the shell of the shipping container to make sculptures. B, storing and moving art pieces in shipping containers are simple processes. C, artists see the potential of incorporating shipping containers into their art. D, museums are using shipping containers as galleries to share their collections. Number 10. Which sentence from the selection supports the idea that creating structures from shipping containers is cost efficient? F, shipping containers are used to haul cargo on ships, trains, and trucks. G, one trend that has gained popularity is creating houses from retired shipping containers. H, with all these options and new purposes, fewer shipping containers will be headed to the junkyard. J, urban areas and colleges that struggle to provide affordable housing have also begun to explore building container housing and workspaces. Use a bountiful billboard to answer questions 11 through 14. 11. Which words from paragraph 2 help the reader understand what scant means? A, coastal location. B, extreme water shortage. C, even though the rainfall. D, problem could be solved. Number 12. Which sentence from the selection explains why the water produced by the billboard is significant? F, Lima, the capital city of the South American country of Peru, is located near the Pacific Ocean in the Socorro Desert. G, the water then flows through pipes into a storage tank at the foot of the billboard. H, because of the scarcity of water, 1 out of every 10 residents has no access to running water. J, the water vapor in the air condenses, becoming liquid water. 13. The organizational pattern of the selection allows the reader to A, explain how a problem became worse over time. B, highlight the steps taken to address a specific need. C, compare different companies' approaches to solving a problem. D, describe how the lack of a necessary resource affects the local people. 14. The author wrote this selection most likely to F, reveal that water scarcity is a major issue in Peru. G, suggest that billboards are an effective way to advertise products. H, describe the process of turning moisture in the air into drinkable water. J, highlight a partnership that created an interesting solution to a problem. Use breaking out of the box and a bountiful billboard to answer questions 15 through 18. 15. One difference between the selections breaking out of the box and a bountiful billboard is that a bountiful billboard, A, focuses on a project specific to a location. B, discusses the future potential of an idea. C, compares various uses for the same material. D, expresses concerns about a new idea. Number 16. What is one important benefit of shipping container apartment buildings and the billboard of Lima? F, both inform people about an opportunity. G, both prevent landfills from overflowing. H, both provide a resource to a community. J, both are found in urban and rural areas. 17. Read this selection from Breaking Out of the Box. By cutting out halfways and creatively stacking the containers, engineers are maximizing the use of the boxes. Which sentence from A Bountiful Billboard is related to this idea? A, this can supply hundreds of families with water each month. B, they make a billboard that extracted moisture from the air and converted it into drinkable water. C, but the citizens of Lima and other cities in arid regions around the world are hopeful. D. Additionally, UTEC recorded a 28% increase in enrollment since the installation of the billboard. 18. Both selections explore ideas that involve F. Using technology to keep the environment clean. G. Collaborating to solve an urban problem. H. Redesigning an object to serve a new purpose. J. Recycling materials that are typically considered trash.